Lord, turn me up.
Yo, what's good? Welcome back to another episode of the Married Bunch podcast. It's your boy William,
Keonda,
Chris,
Crystal,
Nico,
Brianna,
and we are the Bunch. In today's episode, the Camerons will offer a fresh perspective on marriage by sharing their story about how they fell in love and how they kept their marriage going. So, will everybody welcome the Camerons to the Married Bunch? What's good?
Yes, brother.
So,
tell how you know him.
man, this been my brother since day one. I'm talking about. We got pictures together at 4, 5, 6 years old. Like we grew up together. You know how some people like they grow up and they part ways. Like this is my brother, like my best friend, my brother. This my dog right here.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, and he was the best man in my wedding. So you already.
Yes, sir.
And I know this knucklehead. No, I know them too. They like family.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Chris, I
oh
think
yeah,
Chris.
for sure. We go way back.
Yes.
way back. Talking about same neighborhood area, Bay
Yeah.
Tree. Yeah.
Yeah, a block
Man,
away.
I probably
Yes,
could
sir.
talk the whole episode about how we came up. But
Yeah, for sure.
We even rap battle. The boy won,
Yeah.
but you know,
Yeah.
I
we had our own.
respectful.
We had our own Drake and
Kendrick.
situation.
He was Kendrick.
Yeah.
OB Ho. Mine is that. Yes. But yeah, my name is Kevin, and this is my wife, the beautiful Keira.
Thank you guys so much for having us. We are avid listeners, so
Every time we go on the road, you know, because we usually get on the road like on a Friday, so we catching the episode when it drop. I hit Pistol up. We talk about it like,
oh yeah,
you know what I mean? Like we both fans, even though he uphill.
yeah.
For
sure.
I called Pop. It was yesterday, matter of fact.
Yep.
I heard the latest episode, and he missed my call. Then he called back around like 9. He said, "Man, we can't. I forgot to call you, man. What's up?" I said, "Oh, nothing. I just want to talk about the episode."
I'm thinking this song wrong. He like, I don't want to talk about the episode. I'm like, bro, for real. Like, yeah.
I love it. I love what y'all doing. So I want to thank y'all on behalf of me and my wife, man, for having us.
That's what's up.
Appreciate
Thank y'all
it.
too,
Thank you.
man. Thank y'all for listening. Thank y'all for coming.
Yes, we appreciate it.
But okay, we're gonna get into it. How did y'all meet?
Go ahead, Key Love.
So I was working at a shoe store.
Jimmy Jazz.
Yep, Jimmy Jazz. And he came in looking for some white Levi pants.
Hey, side note, this was 13 years ago.
I ain't looking for them no more.
Right.
That's true. There was a style then. We didn't have any, but I was like, we kind of cute, so I'm gonna help you out. And like, I just let him over some pants, and we just like started talking from there. It was like, oh, you look familiar.
Yeah.
Even though I ain't seen him before. And it just kind of went from there.
Yeah.
But the thing was, my dog just got a job, and that just show you how like broke and messed up we was. So we was celebrating the fact he got a job. So I invited over to the crib. Said we're gonna have some bottles of liquor, some food. I couldn't find out she loved to eat. So she took
Don't they all?
Yeah. And then she told me she was from Hampton, Virginia, and I used to be out there with my cousin on Lincoln Park Project. So she from the hood, and then she told me she'd go to NC State. And being that I don't really know anybody to go to college, NC State to me is kind of like Duke, Harvard. So I'm like, you from the hood and you smart?
Yeah.
You know what I
So,
mean?
went to NC State.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I did what my brother Pistol did. Pistol told Keonda off meeting her, I'm gonna marry you. Though I ain't said to that degree, I called my cousin like, oh yeah, I found the one. I ain't speak on marriage, but I'm like, oh yeah. And honestly, man, I met her. Within like a month, Shorty was living at my house. I told her, go ahead, give up the other apartment. You know what I mean? I didn't know her like that, so I'm like, I know your rent messed up. I'm going to let you borrow the money, but I'm going to need it back. I swear to God. I need that. You know what I mean? Like, she was horrible with money. Like, she living like a college kid. She, like, once a day go to Bojangles, or she had one of them dudes take her out. So I'm like, I really don't know her, but I like her. So I'm going to front you the money. She paid me back, and I liked her. And she moved in, and she ain't left her since. And it been, what, 12 years or 13?
12.
12.
Wow.
Crazy.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. Beautiful, beautiful. So what attracted y'all to each other?
I mean, when I met him, you just had on like a white T-shirt and some basketball shorts. But I think like that night, like he said, he was throwing a party for his friend, and I'm like, Dad, what, his friend just got out of prison or something? I'm like, why is he throwing a party? Because he got a job. But I was like, he was cute. So we went over there, and it was just natural. Like, I don't know. It's like I've always known him. Like, I didn't go in like, oh, I got to be extra cute, or I got to make sure I say the right thing. It was just like we started off friends. Like, it was just so natural and easy. Like, it was crazy. And like he said, after that night, he did not want me to go home. He didn't want me to leave.
Leave with some money when I go to work, order you something to eat. I had like this back then before like the smart TV, so I had like the computer hooked up to the TV in the living room. So it's like you can do your homework, you can check it out, whatever. Yeah, I mean, but
he had cable, like no roommates and stuff. So I was like, okay.
It was like that.
Yeah.
Yes,
That's what's up. So how did the dating process go, like, before y'all got married?
Non-existent.
That's really
Word.
We didn't really date for real. I swear it was so just natural and authentic. Like it was none of that. Like, oh, I got to be extra cute. I got to do this. It was just so easy. Like, I don't know. Like, what the next? Like that next morning. Like, which we went to
Wendy's. Wendy's, you feel me? She had like cowboy boots on and them little blue cheerleading shorts on. You know what I mean?
You were locked in.
The dog. But
and he put on his glasses, so like it was a whole different man that next morning.
I remember them glasses too. I remember them glasses.
But I was like, he cute in his glasses too.
Yeah, man.
Just natural, really.
We, like you said, we just clicked, man. She from around the way, not my way, but her way. And man, we was able to click because I just love a around the way type of girl, man. Yeah. I like the cute ones that don't mess with us, that's in the same hood, that think they better because they talking to somebody else from another hood. That's my flavor. Yeah. So, and that's what she was, man. And like she said, we didn't really do dates. I never really went to movies until I kicked it with her. I never did anything romantic till I was with her. She taught it. I don't even want to get into it, but the thing she taught me, bro, I never really dabbled in because I never understood romance. Yeah. And it really took me years before I understood it. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about? I've never been like a lead a rose petal type of guy. Yeah. But I've been like, I think this mean a lot to you, so I'm going to do it for you type of guy. Yeah. You feel me? Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So I'm almost willing to bet my money on it. It was you first, brother. But who said I love you first?
I don't know.
Hell,
I swear to God. Hey, possibly. Hey, I love quick. I love quick. You know what I mean?
I'm willing to bet my money. We got our answer.
Sound like we got our answer.
Hey, because I'm used to. You gotta think about it, man. I'm meeting them joints, and I'm meeting the type of women I'm meeting, man. They really ain't about nothing. Like, you gonna have fun with them. They ain't really about nothing. I remember I was in the hospital, none of them came for me. So when I clicked with her, and I'm just starting to see a behavior that I wasn't familiar with, but a personality that I always adored. So I love the spirit. You know what I mean? So I can't say if I said it first, but if I did, it made sense. It made sense. You know what I mean? But did you say it right after I said it?
Probably.
She was on me.
She was on me. You already know it. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So, Key, how did you know that he was the one?
I guess because it was just so genuine. Like, and it just felt like so natural and comfortable from the beginning. Yeah. And like he would just so smart and uplifting and vulnerable. Like he really cared about what I was into and like family oriented and yeah.
So, brother,
Yes, sir.
when did you know you was gonna propose to her?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I really didn't care too much about marriage, homie, because how we lived our life, it was like marriage. We just ain't had the documentation to back it up. You feel me? Like we had the same bank accounts, we paid the bills. We even when we argue, it won't like. Though I could leave, I can't leave. The same way it is now, it was then. It's just official. You know what I'm talking about? So it kind of was, Pop, I don't really know what happened, man. I just know how it was. I just know I went and got that ring. I had a little plan. She always want to go to Walt Disney World, so we went. We came back. I sent her to the store. She came back to the crib. I was on my knee, and I couldn't even get the words out. Dog, I was just stuck, and she just said yes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it was just simple, smooth like that, man. But I really don't know how it went.
Yeah.
I swear.
So on the next question, you basically said it already. You really didn't desire marriage then, for real.
I really didn't care for it. Because I just looked at it like that's some government stuff. Not to get on something. You feel me?
Yeah.
I know how I feel about you. You know how you feel about me. But when we did it, I think I understand how important it is for a woman.
Right.
You know what I mean? A woman wants to say I'm married. It's kind of like a feather in her cap to talk to them other women who not married. You feel me? You feel me? You feel me? Like, shorty, yeah, you doing all that, but I'm married.
Yeah.
The nigga ain't proposing to you. And I think that's like the heaviest bow.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? That's like the big joker when we playing spades.
Yeah.
You got the little joker, you everything.
Yeah.
But when a woman say I'm married and you not, in a conversation.
Yeah.
And I just believe that it was so important to her for us to make it happen. I was happy that she was. I was happy to, really, I was happy to give it to her. And it was the best situation. I'm going to tell you why. We was dead broke. And I think Key just found like a little park was in the Norfolk, Virginia?
Richmond.
And it was just a little park. My grandmother there who dead now. Her grandfather there. Who actually married us, and you know,
dementia now.
Now you get what I'm saying. Her grandmother, who take care of her grandfather's son for us. My mother there, my father. You know, it's like my brother wasn't able to make it. Her brother or sister wasn't able to make it, but it was still perfect. Even you wasn't able to make it. You know what I mean? Like, but it was just so small and intimate that it was just perfect to me, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And I think honestly, even though we was broke, I wouldn't even redo that situation.
Yeah.
We had all the money in the world. You feel me?
Yeah. That's crazy.
I would say I wanted the big wedding, like I wanted all the shrills and everything, but doing that is like, oh, this really, I felt it. Like it felt like this is a wedding. Like even though it wasn't like all the music and everybody wasn't there, it's still, I felt it. So yeah, like I didn't have a desire to have to redo it or like.
Right.
We may renew one day, do a big party somewhere somehow, but not like not necessarily for like a wedding.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
because that was a wedding to us. Yeah.
A little celebration of love or something.
Yeah.
So did you desire marriage, Key, before y'all got married?
Yes, that's why. I was more like influencing us to actually get married. Because again, like he was saying, like, oh, it's just a government thing, but. No, this is something I really valued. It was important to me. Like, definitely we would have a family, and like if it's not that serious, then okay, well, it should be easy to say. Yeah, we already live in the same way. Like, nothing really changed at all, except for rings and tattoos. Like,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, that was all.
Yeah.
So, if you could give us one word that describes your marriage, what would it be?
Man, that's hard, bro. Compatibility. Matter of fact, I'm gonna say balance, dog. Balance. I think we yin and yang with it because I'm party. Let's go get it. Let's live like it ain't tomorrow, baby girl. More so, let's think about the future. Yeah, I mean, like, man, when I met her, bro, I was working at a warehouse. Bro, I ain't never think I'd make the money that I'm making now. I never thought I'd be my own boss. I never thought any of these things. I never thought I'd go back to school, acquire a master's. You know what I mean? I dropped out at 16. I ain't make it past the 9th grade, meaning I didn't complete the 9th grade, meaning the last grade I completed was the 8th.
8th grade.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Me and
you with
both.
me. You feel me?
Fast.
So when she come in my life and she telling me, dog, you can do all these things, it ain't she just talking. She actually the walking embodiment of it. There's somebody that come from nothing and became a dentist. Nobody guided her. You know what I'm talking about? And she kick it with the folks. Nobody even know. She not like, if I wouldn't have brought it up, nobody like, yo, what do Shorty do? You think she just regular? Like, and which is beautiful. You know what I mean? But her humble approach really helped me turn up. So honestly, I think that balance of think about the future, not just today, is how I really sum up our relationship.
That's good.
I would agree. But I think in turn, like you said, I was so like tunnel vision focused on career. You also helped me with like personal development too. So like learning how to stand on your own, like 10 toes down, like don't let nobody say this and that to you, or just helping build like self-confidence. So yeah, definitely the balance. And like get out, let's go party, let's go. Like you've been studying all day, or you've been doing this all day, like some of both.
Have a good time.
Yeah,
that's right.
Okay, so what's your favorite thing about the marriage, bro?
I think it's just my dog, man. Even if you though we never could, but if you take the love away, this would still be my dog. Like I'd be coming through, kicking it with her, want to drink with her, party with her, converse with her, get her thoughts on what my next moves may be. That I make a mistake? What's your perspective on something? Debate for the sake of it. Watch Disney cartoons with her to watching horror movies, and I say turn it off because I'm getting scared, but I won't tell her. Like we actually, which I think is imperative for any relationship, man. You just can't be my wife. You just can't be my other half. You just can't be my girlfriend. You just can't be my partner. You got to be my friend, my dog. You got to be to where, listen, I can kick it with my brother Pistol, but I also can just kick it with you.
Yeah.
You true what I'm saying? If we ain't got that, then we really don't have nothing, because what I learned, man, with this life we live, man, money gonna come, money gonna go. We gonna be able to do a lot of things, and then some other times we can't do nothing. At the end of it, we got to be able to have each other and have a ball. And if we can't, then, you know what I'm talking about? What is this situation that we call a relationship? You know what I mean? So, like I said, brother, that's my dog. So, yeah.
Key?
I would agree. I would just add the vulnerability. Like it's always a safe space. Like whatever we want to talk about, whatever issues I have, like you said, I could go talk to him like a homeboy or a homegirl and not feel like judged, or like he'll just give me like an honest feedback like he would give any of his friends.
Right.
So
that's good.
I definitely, appreciate that aspect.
So have y'all always had the vulnerability in the relationship?
That's me.
Yeah.
You always had it?
Because I come from a circle of brothers who's, man, them brothers unfiltered. So they going to make you have to deal with who you really are. So once they break you down and help rebuild you, you going to stand up tall and be like, yo, criticism ain't something that I'm afraid of. Or somebody giving me advice ain't something that I try to deflect. So I was able to come in with transparency and vulnerability. Keira wasn't. Keira was the girl that, like, she younger, people were trying to play her, similar to what they did to me. But so she had to build up a wall to become this great woman that she became. And in doing that, she had to learn how to hear criticism, but in a way, not be receptive to it. It's a wild, tricky, like mental gymnastic trick that she was able to do. But at the same time, it affected us a little bit. Because when I critique her, she may become defensive. And it's not like she intentionally doing it, but this is what she did to survive and become who she became. Right. So it's kind of like I got to gently, I hate to say it in this form, but break that down, to rebuild it and say, baby girl, you good.
Right.
Don't think because you did something wrong, you are a wrong person. You know what I mean? You just mean we made a mistake. So I constantly got to say, listen, these big dogs did it to me, and I'm going to give you the same game, and hopefully you can acquire that game without the trouble that I went through and faster than I did. You feel me?
Yeah. I just understand, like, the critique is coming with a place of love, not from like I'm trying to break you down. I'm telling you this to build you up and make you stronger. So yeah, I definitely was in my head a lot, but like really just understanding like, oh, this man is really here for me to like uplift me and build me, not break me down. So yeah.
So that just took time.
Yeah.
I'm saying because
Yes, it took a lot of time. But I would say like him leading by example helped. Like, oh, okay, you telling the truth. Like you telling me this story about you and your situation. Like it's you not just saying it just to like manipulate. Because I mean I come from like a family of women. Like my mother was the head of the house, my grandma head of the house. So it's like listening to a man was like, like no, like so I had to learn. Okay, this is for my betterment, not like for us to move forward as a union, not necessarily to break me down or hold me back.
Right.
This is like to improve. So.
Cause you know what's wild. You killed that, by the way.
Thank you.
But it was wild because you kind of like returned the favor. In the beginning, I was the insecure brother. I'm only financially set, so it's kind of like, and I'm coming off of no disrespect to her, a situation that was kind of toxic. So the residue kind of spilled over. Who she was, she really is this humble, cool woman. So the same way I had to have patience with her in the zoo, that she actually started it with me. I was an alcoholic. I was jealous. I was possessive. Yeah, like no question. And but she had to be like, I see the potential in you, and I'm gonna slowly crack down at that. She wasn't aggressive with it, like, yo, we can't curse, right?
You can't.
She wasn't like, nigga, you need to do this or I'm out.
Yeah.
It was like, kid, I'm not leaving you, baby.
Yeah.
I'm not cheating on you. I'm not, you know what I mean? And then I slowly came around because her consistency of being real through her actions let me know this was a safe space. Similar to me talking to her, hey, baby girl, you can be wrong. It's okay. So my consistency of having accountability showed her, baby, it's all right.
Yeah.
Right.
But it took us years, y'all. Like,
Right.
this isn't no overnight game. And I understood that it was going to take years because for my dogs, it took years. For William to sit to my left, it took him years. The brother just got his life together. What'd you say, bro? Probably like 30 what? 30
I'm like 30.
30?
I'm like
Like
30.
30. Like
31,
it
30.
took a lot of prison trips. It took a lot of shootouts. It took a lot of interaction with the police officers. It took a lot of, like, you can't come to the hood no more. His own home, bro, got kicked out of. So it takes a lot of things, and we just got to pray and hope that we find a partner that got the patience with us, man. Understand that, like, that we live. We not really them type of guys that can understand it quick. So that's why it's imperative to get you around the way, girl, when you live like we live. We need somebody to understand our transgressions, our plight, that understand, listen, this dude is not perfect. Boy, he got potential. But boy, he got some stuff. You know what I mean? And I mean, I just thank God that I met her similar to the same way I thank God that you met Keira.
Yeah, for real, bro. Yeah. I do, bro.
I threw you that alley-oop.
Yeah, you did. I ducked it.
Okay.
That's my
Like, all
baby,
jokes
bro.
aside,
I appreciate her. I appreciate her, bro. Like, for real.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, people don't know, man.
Yeah, no question.
I try to hide it, you know what I'm saying? But, I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Cover it up.
Yeah.
But, yeah. So, ideas, is y'all ideas of marriage similar, or y'all didn't grow up similar? Did y'all grow up like somewhat similar?
I guess initially our idea of marriage, because you weren't thinking about marriage, wasn't like the same. But now that we're in it, yeah, it's the same. Growing up, my mom and dad were together until I was like 14. So I had like mom and dad in the house, but again, my mom was still like head of household. So I guess that was kind of different in a way. And like your mom, like you were basically like your mom was single throughout like as you were raised. So again, she was head of household. Yeah. So it's, marriage, maybe not necessarily. I mean, honestly, watching my mom and dad, they didn't have the best of relationships. Like when they said they were divorcing, because I'm like the oldest of 7 now. But at the time I was like, good. I was 14 and I'm like, I'm glad y'all are getting divorced. They would like fight and bicker. It was just not it was not ideal. So like I figured, like I learned what I wanted ideal for myself. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with her.
Yeah.
She killed it.
Yeah, facts.
Yes, sir.
So moving on, what do you think was some of your biggest adjustments after you got married?
Honestly, we were already living together. It really wasn't much change, honestly. Like, I don't think anything kind of stayed the same.
Yeah, I think if anything, it's just like, honestly, man, I really don't count this marriage thing. I'm gonna keep it all the way live with you. When somebody say how long y'all been together or I'm married, I say the whole time, 12 years. You know, because I'm not about to. I honestly believe our toughest times was before we got married. So I can't just skip to the happy time and say, oh, yeah, we've been married 6 years. I got to acknowledge the ugly stage when I was messed up. Then when I got right, but then I had to help her. Nah, it's 12 years on me. Like real 12 years. Not no, we going on dates and I see you once every week. Nah, I see you every day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Funny looking, good looking, dirty, clean, fresh, stink. I'm here.
Yeah.
And I got to count that time, you feel me? So, man, the biggest adjustment for me was, and I promise you, bro, I never understood a woman. I come from, man, where we was at, man. We young, we having sex, we older girls touching us at a young age, and this really mess up your psyche, man, with how you perceive a woman. So as you get older, you really, for one, you don't really know what love is. You think love is through sexual acts. Shorty let me hit. She loved me. But then beside that, I really didn't even know how to see a woman as a human being. Not saying I'm disrespecting her. Just like, dog, the game is to hit. Period.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I had to adjust and understand the human side of a woman, the feminism, the softness, the fragility. You got to understand, you got to approach them with a delicate touch at times. I can't talk to her the same way I talk to William. William can't talk to Kiana the same way he gonna give it up to me. You know, at times. You know what I mean? If we keep talking, then it's get a little more amped up. Like, listen, no?
Yeah.
But initially, I got to understand it's a softer approach, so I had to learn that. And through that, what's up, cuz?
How you say it though? How you say
Listen, no?
Listen.
I got you.
I mean,
All right.
but through understanding her, I was able to understand my female cousins, my mama, and I understand like just the women and their nature. Like, dog, we really are. I know it's stupid, like it's a duh, but to me it wasn't.
Yeah.
I was really oblivious to that, so I had to make that big adjustment.
Fast. So what advice would y'all give the newlyweds?
Honestly, what you just said was pretty
Yeah.
darn dope.
That
That was pretty dope. Go ahead.
Sure.
Don't be scared now, baby.
I ain't never scared. I want to give her the opportunity to, you know what I'm saying?
We rocking and rolling.
Yeah. All right, so moving on. What are some of the challenges you have faced and overcame together?
I think like he was saying, like the alcoholism.
Yeah,
I think that was a big one.
big one.
My stubbornness. That's another big one. I mean, yeah.
Hey man, I second all that. You know, you dealing with the alcoholism crept on me like a little, like the best robber in the hood. I didn't see it coming. You know what I mean? It start with the couple shots, then it start with, okay, I'm gonna drink half the bottle, play the game. Then it's drink till then it led to I drink the whole But then it led to this, you know what I mean? I remember one time her mama said, yo, I just want the best for my daughter, and started crying. You trill what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm like, what you talking about? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, what you mean I ain't the best? At that time, I didn't get it.
Yeah.
You know, we look back on it, not just laugh about it, but I appreciate her for making that comment because she saw something that I couldn't even see at that moment. Obviously, right, this woman is like 20 years my senior.
Right.
But at the same time, I was so lost in where I was at with the alcoholism and masking my insecurities that I couldn't even understand what her mama was saying. Like, dog, you really changing my daughter. You got her hiding her hips, hiding her butt, dressing like, no disrespect to the Islam community, but somebody that's from, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? And I did that because I needed her to continue to have, like, I needed constant reassurance that you was loyal. You know what I'm talking about? And it was a lose-lose for her, because even if you did that, I'm like, but you doing this.
Else. Yeah, you gonna find
Now
something
you
else.
doing, nah, it ain't you. It ain't you, shorty. I'm messed up.
Yeah.
And until I cleared it up, man, I started blacking out, not putting my hands on her, nothing. It was like blacking out, waking up in the parking lot from the club. And that's when it was like, oh yeah, I'm doing, man. You know what I mean? I haven't drunk looking, what'd you say, about 5, 6 of them?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Like, and I started to see a change, man, and it's crazy. I forgot what the question was, but we here. I started to see a change, like when I asked Keira, I said, hey, man, when you see the change in me? She said, when you started to make more money. And it was crazy. I won't offend it, but I'm like, damn, word.
Yeah.
Because word up, like, you know what I'm talking about?
Space for communication. I mean,
no question. You got the gangster with me. And then it was, when she told me that, I was then able to see the insecurities in other brothers. I'm like, oh, I did the same thing.
Yeah.
You just broke.
Yeah.
You broke.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You broke. You can't even hit that thing with the right confidence. You know what I mean? Like, you hurting, my nigga.
Yeah.
So when you get all the way right, it's like change your whole approach to the relationship. It's kind of like, I know who I am, and I'm worthy of having this woman. I deserve her. But when you know you ain't living up to expectation, that's when the insecurity come, because you know deep down she can do better.
She can
than
do
you.
better. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Facts.
Yeah, man, it's crazy, yo.
Yeah, man.
and we were in our 20s too when we met, so it's like been a lot of growth. Like we were,
babies.
Yeah. Early 20s, like. Would you say I'm about to be 26 and I was
26.
21? So like,
Let's make it so we understand. That's
well, you was
how
25, but you just kept saying I'm about to be 26.
Yeah.
I remember that little country swing. I'm about to be 26.
20 what, kid?
26.
For that, she a fool, ain't she?
Yeah, it's crazy.
No, but for real, like that alcohol stuff is crazy.
Yeah.
And I remember, like, in our marriage when we was going through, and I hit y'all up, and you didn't just call them, like you came,
Bro.
You
and
came.
and that's why I say, like, that's my brother. Like he more than just a friend, because who you know, bro, he drove from Winston. My wife called him and was like, look, I need you. He was like, I'm on my way. Winston-Salem. All the way, what, 2.5 hours?
And we was going out of town that day.
Bro came. Like, that was crazy, bro. Like, bro, I love you, bro.
I love you more.
Word up, bro.
But because I spit nothing less, because, you know, we had these conversations. I talked to Pistol about this. My dog been off the alcohol, just in like completely off of it for years. And I just talked to him about, you know, little instances I may go through, or even what Key may say. And I love you because you not just gonna side with me, bro. You know what I mean? Just like I'm not gonna side with you when it comes to your wife, homie. Dog, if you wrong, you're wrong, my nigga. You know what I mean? Dog, you talk too loud to her. You know what I mean? You telling me, bro, you told a woman you're gonna do that, dog, you need to do it.
Yeah.
And I think it's important. Let me rewind. Some people say, yo, don't take advice. When we were just having a conversation last night, some people that may be single, I believe in another universe, because y'all never separate, right? Because I don't want to put the energy out there. But say you were single, bro, you would still be somebody I call.
Yeah.
And I think, unfortunately, some folks might not have the type of people I got in my life. Single, married, boyfriend, girlfriend, he just on his pimp stuff. Regardless, he's still going to give me the best advice due to the fact of how much he respect Keira.
Right.
And that's what it is when you got a woman that your brothers respect. They not gonna give you the bad advice. They only gonna do that when you with a little wop, a little jump. We gonna like, dog, man, get rid of her. Like, why you even going through this with her?
Yeah.
But when she worth something, nah, bro, you're wrong.
You wrong, bro.
We not about to let you lose her behind your petty ego, your pettiness, your insecurities, man. Go in there, fix that, tell her you apologize, and move on and get better. You know what I mean? And I want to thank you for that, homie. Every time we talk, you always keep it solid with
Appreciate it, bro.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate it, bro. So moving forward, man, how do y'all handle like disagreements and conflicts together?
Talk and talk and talk and talk some more. Nothing, no leaf gets unturned. We will talk it out. And he's gonna make sure I talk it out.
I already know that.
We know he gonna
Yeah, I know that. I know that.
Yes.
But as a woman,
communication,
tell them what type of woman you are when it comes to like a little disagreement. What's your approach? Speak on it.
What's my approach?
Defensiveness, deflection. That girl's a master at it. We can be
That's
talking
my
about.
dog.
Man, it took me like
Wrong. Not me.
what about this, Kevin? You
Yeah.
get, you know what I mean? But it's like, nah, I had to learn, no, we got to stick to this because
Yeah.
bringing up old situations. Is that what you mean?
is immaculate at debates. You know what I mean? And if you're not really experienced with her, you will lose. So I had to learn how to take the emotion out of it. Because when I'm emotional in it, she going to get me every time. Because if I say the wrong thing, she going to make that the argument. So she'll turn it from, the argument is key. You messed up. I'm going to make up something, y'all. She never been a girl to come in late. But let's just say the argument, you came in 5 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
If we keep talking, she deflecting, and I finally lose my cool and throw my phone. See, you're crazy, Kevin.
Now you threw the
That
phone
was about
argument.
me being crazy.
Yeah.
It's no longer about her coming in at 5 in the morning.
Yeah.
And I'm really like, Dag, I am crazy. You know what? I should have killed my cool. I apologize.
Yeah.
She's a master manipulator as a woman when it comes to debates. Due to her deflection abilities.
And this is the same. He's the same way.
Yes,
Yeah, he is. Yeah. So I feel you.
What they talking about?
I don't know what they talking about. They tripping.
All
They
right.
tripping. I don't know what they talking about. Keith.
Moving forward.
I don't know what they talking
We should go
about.
to beef and we on the same side.
Tripping, man. All right, brother. So, what do you believe is the key to a successful and happy marriage?
Devoid of ego.
Ooh.
You know what I mean? Like, dog, if you dealing with me and I'm dealing with you, I think trust is when you can trust somebody enough to show the real you. Not only strength, but also the weaknesses. So that means that if we having an issue and you know you wrong, get rid of the ego and admit, I messed up. Let's save ourselves an hour argument. That's my whole thing. You get what I'm saying? And, I think just removing the ego is the best thing to me. So you can really experience, I guess, love, man.
Yeah.
I would agree. And understanding. I think recently I heard this song. It's like a gospel song. And she was saying, like, you know, Lord, teach me how to understand this man. Like, because I think as women, we understand we're emotional creatures. And we go through so much. And we expect the man just to be like, beat my chest, nothing affects me. But they go through things too. So I think there's just understanding. It's all a great key to successful marriage.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, man, the dogs go through it as well, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And some of us don't really know how to communicate it. You know what I mean? Like, Pistol, you able to really reveal a lot to me, and you may not feel comfortable doing that to with your wife, right? And I think you and I talked one time, and you and I came up with this together. If we can't reveal our true feelings with our other half, we never really gonna have the chance to experience real love.
That's good.
Because by telling you right now, I feel jealous that you like homie comment. Can you accept that and help me? Can you accept that and reassure me? You know what I mean? But if we lie and act like it's not about the comment and say it's really about
Principle.
you know what I'm talking about? Like, we never really see if she love us for who we are. Scars and all, man. You know what I mean? So,
Facts.
bro, I'm really forgetting what the original question be because I
No,
just be
that's
going.
good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So-
you good. You good. So earlier y'all had said that y'all like faithful listeners. Y'all listen.
Yes.
So what do y'all think like about previous episodes? What do y'all think about them?
We enjoy them.
Nah. We enjoy it. That's not what Papa was asking about. He know we love it.
Okay.
We here. I'm liking every YouTube video. 5 stars on Spotify. You know what I mean? let's get that out the way.
Yeah.
Let's get to what we don't agree with.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Oh, okay. I didn't agree with what. You want me to go?
Where you going? Listen, I
okay.
got my gun caught like.
It had nothing to do with y'all. Okay. No, I didn't agree with what. And no disrespect, but I listened to an episode where they said, "Yo, after we got married, we not cool with nobody." That was so crazy to me. That's what made me call Pistol, because I always been under the tutelage of, "It's not my people, nor is it your people. That's our people. Pistol is your family. Kiana is your family. And when it comes to Pistol, Kiana, I'm your family." I said that at the wedding. He love you, so I love you, Mrs. Carrington. It ain't nothing to debate. And when people get to the point of, "Yo, we married, things gonna change," I hate that, because we still got to we still have to remain individuals. If we just strip the individuality away, it's like you getting a whole new person, and I'm afraid I may not even like that new person that I am. I came in partying. Party with me. Yeah. I came in loving my dogs. Love my dogs with me. I came in when the boys in prison. I send money every month. Send that money for me. You know what I mean? And if you ain't moving like that, then I don't really need to be with you. That's how I stand.
But sometimes you can't control that. So like I don't want to talk about it.
Let me ask you this though. So what about if some of the things you bringing into the relationship ain't healthy? Like you might have thought it was, but some of those characteristics not healthy at all.
Are we talking about a friend, or are we talking about our partner?
I mean, just like some of the situation that you just said, like
you. So like the alcohol wasn't healthy, and you brought it into the relationship. You know what I'm saying? Is that kind of where you going with it, Chris?
So yeah. So say if I used to party, but the partying hindered me from goals, progress.
Okay.
And you bring that into the relationship, it's unhealthy.
Oh no, you killed that. I'm not beefing with that. I'm talking about Pop has issues with old shows. Well, I say issue with old shows. I don't think it's in a place where if I get married, because I got married, I need to cut friends off.
Yeah, I mean,
I
got you.
Dog, come over here.
Yeah, maybe I misunderstood, because sometimes like we, where we came from.
Give it up.
We got people that we think that's friends, even family. As much as we want to stick close to family, it's some family members that's not healthy. Just like we talked about generational curses and stuff like that. So you can't bring all of that into it sometimes.
So basically what you saying is like not what you bringing into the relationship, but you don't want to bring that outside into your relationship because it's not healthy for your relationship.
Yeah, I'm just saying recognizing what's unhealthy
and what could be damaging.
Right.
And my response to that is, dog, if you got that many people like that in your circle, I don't need to be with you because you don't got discernment.
No, I'm talking about not even the circle. I'm talking about even with yourself. Even with yourself, like
I'm not ready to settle down. If I'm still running around with people that's bringing me down, that's toxic for my situation, shorty, you don't need to be with me. And if I had a sister, I say right now, he not the one for you. You got to be, when a woman settle down, you dealing with a man. If he not a man, or close, like say a man is 100%, that man ain't 85%, you need to reevaluate if this who you want to be with. He running around with everybody that bust their gun. Shorty, it's inevitable. He gonna end up in prison or killed. You know what I mean? So if I'm at my wedding, at this point, I'm saying these people have been beneficial to my life.
Oh, most
It's
definitely.
no way in the world that due to me getting married now, they will be out of my life.
Well, let me
But
just say
sometimes
this.
go ahead, Crystal.
I'm gonna say this. So it seems like y'all have been blessed to
Yeah.
not have
Right.
these type of people
Right.
around.
Right. Yeah.
So if I'm thinking about the episode that you're talking about, these people thought that their friends or loved ones
And no
were
disrespect.
for
to
them,
them.
Yeah, no
were
disrespect.
for them
Yeah.
because they wanted to hold on to those people.
Right.
Right.
But at some point, from my understanding, they switched up for whatever reason. Not the couple themselves. But it sounds like y'all been blessed to not have to go through that.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna talk personally, and I don't mean no disrespect to anybody either, but somebody that was in my life for like 20 plus years. After I got married, they had to separate from me because they felt some type of way. I didn't want to let the relationship go. I even watered down my situation
For that person.
for that person. But at the same time, that person couldn't handle it. They couldn't handle seeing me in this light, and they weren't there yet. And I'll tell you this. I can't say that I'm putting all the blame on this person. I gotta take accountability too, because I knew it was something there before. I knew it was something there, but because I wanted to hold on to the situation, I did.
So it's not due to marriage. It's due to you ignoring these signs previously, correct?
Yes, but the marriage was the
The
final
marriage
straw.
escalated.
It was
Yeah.
the
Brought it
final
to the
straw for
forefront.
that person.
Magnify.
It
That's what
magnified
I'm
it.
saying. I don't want, and to the folks that I was listening to, I want y'all to know is all respect. Don't get it misconstrued. Please don't get in the comments.
No. Because we all
been through
yeah,
that.
we all been through that.
Loved y'all interview and everything. You know, this is just for healthy dialogue. I swear to God.
Right.
Please. But what I'm trying to tell you is, it's crazy you said that. It's either one or two things. I told my wife earlier, it's crazy that you said that. You was either ignoring signs and you started to pay more attention to it when you got married, and or you possessive, or the other partner is, and they trying to trick you out your position. Because some folk may tell you this is how married people live. So they moving off a really antiquated way of approaching marriage, in my opinion. Because these days I see people integrating lives, meaning your people are my people. When we have a cookout, your people come, my people come. When we have a party, your people, my people. When you want to go out with your dogs, but make sure you're respectful. When I go out with my homegirls, I'm going to go out with them, but I'm going to make sure I'm respectful. It's no reason, because I'm married, that thesis or that approach should alter.
You're right.
It
With
should.
you,
It
with you,
should.
it should.
It does.
But it does.
So look, let me
It
give it to
shouldn't,
you.
but it does. Some
So let
people
me
can't
give-
handle people getting married and being happy.
So let me give it to you like this. Like
It
when
is
you
crazy.
got
Yeah,
married,
it's very crazy.
yeah. When you got married, if your marriage put Buki in his feelings, and he started acting funny towards you, and Key, right?
Go ahead. You kill me.
What happens? What adjustments would you make in that situation?
Bro gonna approach me, I already
Yeah,
know.
yeah, and that happened to me with one individual out of my brothers. I think I probably got, including the dog, it was probably like 6. So now I'm down to 5. And what I'm trying to tell you is, those are my brothers. Because, all right, listen, I was outside the house at 16. So I think I moved at a faster pace than maybe other people did. So I've been through homeboys robbing homeboys, my dog shooting my cousin robbing my dog. You know what I mean? So I was able to get that out of my life at an early stage. So where I'm at now, I'm only left with real brothers. So you right. And your wife right. But I think I might do speak from a privileged position, because I come from, I love you. I wear my heart on my sleeve. I come from the brothers that's around me. If I call them, they're going to burn you for me. I come from, I don't have to doubt them brothers around the women that I had, nor the woman that I love. So with that perspective, I don't feel when I settle down that they will look at it different. They're going to say, I didn't lose a brother, I got a sister. You
Right,
feel what I'm
right.
saying?
And that's how it
Right.
should be.
And
That's
that's how it
should
should be.
be. Yeah.
And I don't think that it's like
real.
possessive. I think that I love you enough, and I see your flaws, and I accept them. You get what I'm saying? I see you, so I'm a water this down because I know this hurt you, but still with me watering down situations, it wasn't enough. They couldn't take it. And ultimately, they had to walk away.
You know what? Let's just go call a spade a spade. Let's just stop doing this. Hey, yo, really, a lot of women, when they settle down, man, they start acting funny with their homegirls. You get what I'm saying? And sometimes,
who start acting funny?
Women.
You the married person?
Yeah.
Oh, you
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. I'm gonna let you finish.
Because you used to call that girl.
Here we go.
You used to call that girl almost every. Not you. You used to call that girl almost every day. Y'all, you know, if y'all didn't talk, y'all texted. Y'all got together almost every week. You met homeboy, and then you done deserted him. I mean, deserted her because of him. But if dog leave, you gonna be right back knocking at her door, and shorty know that, and it's fake to me. So what I'm saying is, rather saying it's either him or her, somebody that's pardon me, bro, somebody that's your partner, they gonna say you need to call your other half. Don't forget about them. I'm not the only person in your life, and that's my disposition with my wife, with my dogs, and with anybody that I love. Bring them to me and let me love them too. Don't take them away from me, because if I love you, I trust who you love.
Yes.
Nah, that's 100
Yes.
though.
I
That's
feel
good.
you.
You true what I'm saying?
That's how it's supposed
I
to
feel
be.
you 100%.
Sure.
But
That's it.
some people don't see it that way.
I feel you, and you ain't ready for a relationship because you're gonna be divisive. You're gonna separate people that's been cool forever, all because if you don't understand what marriage
But
is.
some people separate themselves, is what I'm saying. I can still call this person every day. I can still hit her up. She ain't responding though.
And some
Yeah.
people that they're getting with, they don't want that relationship anymore. They want to break that up.
They want it.
They want to break
You
that
talking
up.
about the homegirls.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
homegirl.
Yeah.
And that's what skew the whole landscape, because them women right there, what Nick just said, making it seem like, yo, I suppose
Let me get a nickname. Mess around with Kevin.
yeah, but what Nick just said though, a lot of them women gonna use the excuse of marriage, and what you doing is misleading the women that's listening to you or following behind you. Don't tell them that. You let them know I really had a problem with Shorty before I got married, because I don't want women coming behind y'all thinking when they get married, I supposed to switch up. That's not the game. We need to be unified. So what that mean is the more real people they got, the more real people we have, the stronger our circle will be.
So you got that from listening to us.
Oh yeah,
That's
I
what
love
we
the show.
pushing.
No.
Yeah.
You no, pardon me, no disrespect, but it's getting
I was just
misconstrued.
asking.
No, it's getting
Yeah.
misconstrued. I was talking about, and again, disclaimer, I'm respecting them folks because I loved y'all interview the last time. I just loved a debate with my brother, so I called him to bring this part up. All I'm saying is, if you, listen, peep me though. If all the folks, you saying, all these folks we not cool with no more, dog. I don't want no beef, please, y'all. I really don't want no beef. So I don't want her to have no problems with me. You know what I mean? Or her husband, please, y'all. I'm just saying, from a fan of the show, I'm saying if you lose all those folks, we got to say what's the common denominator.
Okay, I feel
You
you.
trill what I'm saying? I never lost 5 of my dogs,
Okay,
and they
I feel
still
you.
breathing,
Okay,
and they didn't do me wrong. I'm talking about real wrong, like shot up the crib. Like, we gonna argue, we gonna beef, nigga, I love you.
Right.
I see you in 6 months. We gonna move on past this.
And we also
And-
got to
and-
understand this difference between men and women. Men are not going to do everything what women do. They're going to go the extra mile. We can mess up. We might argue, cuss you out, whatever the hell going on, but we going to come back together like, all right,
And I will say this for women, I will argue and I will come back together because I'm a talk. I'm gonna talk it out. I want to talk it out, but some people
They can't do it.
they can't do it.
They can't do it.
Okay,
And
that's
it's
cool.
sad, but at the end of the day, it's sad that we can't do it. But it's not because of me. It was because of something that happened with you.
But that has to be the message. Rather than when you get married, things change like that's a blanket statement. It's nuances to this marriage thing. It's intricacies you have to approach. You just can't speak like that and mislead the folks that's listening. Like, when you get married, the dynamic change with your dog. Kianda, you love the party.
That's
My
the
brother.
party.
What I'm saying.
Well, I compared to him.
I'm just messing with you.
Compared to him,
my
I'll
brothers.
go out.
my brother can't. My brother. I'm telling this about my brother. Dog, let her go. Let her be around the attractive brothers. Let her get used to it, because you don't want to hide her to the point that she's so like unaccustomed to it that when she get around it, she don't even know how to behave herself. Sometimes trying to hide them or be like possessive is counterproductive. You actually gonna get the polar opposite reaction that you thought you was gonna get. So when you talking to these folks that's listening, you need to let them know, listen, I started messing with Shorty because I saw signs before I met Dog. And when I got with Dog, I really had no patience for it no more, because honestly, I ain't need you no more. I got somebody I love. Say what it is.
Well, I ain't gonna say I didn't have patience for it. They didn't have patience for it. But I feel what you're saying. That's one person. I get you.
Say that, because you still got 1, 2, 3, 4 right here.
I
So
get you.
we got to let it be known, like, dog, that's like 15 to 20% of my
But also,
circle.
when you get married, there is things that have to change, though, right? So, like, where before you were married, or before y'all, you know what I'm saying? You didn't have to really check in, like, talking
That's
about it.
a lie. That's what she don't even know what she's talking about. And I told you before I got married.
But see, y'all situation is a little different, though.
Because I was a man that understood the respect. I wasn't perfect, but I understood the basis of respect. Listen, me and Pistol are, pardon me, my brother is changing. Me and William are at the Gentleman Club. We're at Onyx. We left Onyx, and I'm gonna text Key. Now we're at Crave.
Ooh.
We leave Crave. Now we're at, I don't know, Stats. I'm gonna give you the update. I even made call. Listen, now we at Tattoo and Booze. You want me to bring you some shrimp and grits to the house? Out of common courtesy.
Out of courtesy, right. Right.
And if I can't do that, then shorty, why are you with a man that don't know how to let you know where he is? It ain't meaning like, shorty, every time we need a FaceTime. I'm just giving you an update.
Talk about this. So he just said you at the Gentleman's Club, right? You at the Gentleman's Club, and
hypothetically, my brother never went to a Gentleman's Club.
Yes, he did.
Hypothetically, we ain't gonna speak on that now. We ain't gonna speak on that right now.
Because this is what we talked about, right?
It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming.
I'm just saying.
It's coming.
Yeah, say something about that, cuz.
Yeah.
It's coming next.
It's coming.
It's not that we saying that when you get married, you gonna lose all your friends.
Yeah.
But ultimately, those friends that you may be having issues with, and let's make it clear, those friends that you are having issues with, right? It is possible that they can't handle the elevation. And we're going to look at marriage as if it's a ministry and it is elevation. They can't handle it, so they will fall off. You do whatever you have to do to try to maintain that relationship. And if it doesn't work, it just don't work.
We ain't about to gloss over what you said from the beginning.
Okay,
which was
go ahead.
people you was having issues with.
Before.
And this is why, yes, ma'am. Mm-hmm. And this is what I'm telling you. The message sometimes get convoluted because people are actually leaving out very important parts of the story. You didn't like Shorty. At the end of the day, you really ain't like her like that.
I loved her. Loved her down.
Yeah,
loved her down.
I loved a lot of people.
No, I'm telling you, loved her down.
Yeah.
I grieved the relationship for months.
Oh, we talking about you for real?
Yeah, for real.
Oh, I thought it was
Loved her down and grieved her. But no, for real. Because this happened. This real. Like, grieved the relationship and continue to call and try to work it out, but that person just didn't want to.
Disclaimer, I'm not talking about Keira. Let's get that understood, y'all. Like, I don't want
I
any
can see
beef.
what you're saying. Because like you said, like one of your friends, the one, he was so supportive in the beginning until he realized, like, oh, this is for real. Like, and it was just like crazy.
One.
He was
Ding,
older.
ding, ding.
Just one.
Yeah, that was.
He was older.
And you just everybody.
Don't let that, like, please, let's not let that overshadow the real.
Okay.
Like, we got to appreciate the real and ignore the fake.
Right.
Okay, it was a fake individual I had to leave behind, but it is what it is. Look at the brothers I got behind me that'll kill for me, die for me, that will give their last.
Right.
Them are the people I'm talking about. I'm not talking about that one individual
That's true.
that was hating on me in key relationship.
That's
But
true.
you did have one, though.
But you did have one.
They just had multiple.
Hey,
But we feel where you're coming from. I feel you.
Yeah,
Well, look, that's why
I understand what you said.
That's why we got y'all on here, because
Right.
everybody experience is different.
Different, man. That's
Like
what we
that
want to
couple
hear.
had lost everybody.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't lose nobody from it, but Key
I
lost
one.
somebody.
I lost
Yeah,
one.
we
You know,
lost
Bree
some
lost
people.
somebody.
Yeah.
So it's just like
but look at
everybody's
Nico.
story is different.
Nico here with a whole gang of people that love him. So though he lost people, he still got more real people still around him. That has to be the message. In the pursuit of this, what we trying to acquire, on a trajectory, on why you traverse to the higher level that you never been to, I'm sorry, y'all, some people will fall off.
Yeah.
I think they put it all in a
some will
nutshell.
fall. But at the end of the day, that person, like you saying, it doesn't matter. Cause look at the village that you have.
Right.
They had to fall off, and that's cool. Like it's no hard feelings even to this day.
And what people got to understand, life is going to keep moving.
It's
Yes,
it
sir.
is.
You can fall off, but we're going to keep it going.
Keep
So
moving.
Ain't nothing stopping over here.
Period.
Well, I think that's with any kind of growth. Not
It is.
Yeah,
That's
any
true.
kind of growth.
Yes,
So.
definitely.
Okay, so what else you don't like? We spent a long time on that.
Let's just
I
do
feel like you got a list.
Let's do
You
William
feel like the
Anthony.
guys don't talk enough.
William Anthony
He
and
will
Chris
say that.
Kaiser and Nico. I think them brothers really don't speak up enough, and I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna start with I'm gonna start with Nico first. Then I'm gonna work my way to my brother. I believe that Nico is one of the illest brothers. He was able to have a relationship, but also have friendships with women. That in itself is like a 2-episode story. You get what I'm saying? And I think that need to be spoken on more. Like, brother, how are you able to truly have a platonic relationship and have these women trust you as a brother? Because people need to know that you can have a platonic relationship with attractive women and not think about smashing them.
Right.
Kaiser, I know this brother. He always been the wise brother from the hood. He one of them ones that's sitting in the corner, all white, sitting down, like just incense burning, and he gonna tell you something and then disappear. He been like that, like it's not an act, y'all. I'm telling you, he really been like this forever. He's not faking. I'm telling you, he always been this calm, cool, collected brother. It's not an act. Let these folks know you can be that way, but still be the man. You can still lead your home with this calm, cool demeanor. You don't have to be an emotional guy. Yeah, my wife might trip on me sometimes, but hey, I still run the house, dog. Don't get it misconstrued. Though I got a cool voice, when I say, hey, relax, she relax, but she still talk. She gonna relax. Like, let it be known. Pistol, oh my God.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Get it to him.
I get on the phone with my brother. He'll talk my head off for an hour and a half. I listen to the podcast right after he ain't say number 3 words.
Hey, come on, eh?
You said Bookie talk for an hour and a half? This person?
Hey, come
We
on,
need to
eh?
hear more of that.
I promise you, man. This brother got, and what's messed up, this brother got real war stories that I understand you trying to become William now, and I'm proud of you, brother
I
William.
appreciate it, brother.
I'm proud of you, but at the same time, brother, it's so many people that's listening, I think, to this, man. They need to know everything. You done had ascensions, descensions, peaks and valleys, man. You was with a woman that, no disrespect, that was my cousin. You was with a woman that y'all two just was not suitable, but y'all couldn't let each other go. It got violent. Y'all put your hands on each other. Your mama said not mess with her. These are stories that people need to hear because people are in those types of situations. You know what I mean? You got 2 daughters that you raised, but at the same time, you going in and out of prison, dealing with not only trying to survive and they're beefing with don't need to be said, but at the same time, you got your daughters on your mind. You at the same time came home, didn't have $1 in your pocket.
Yes.
But every day, I think around 5:30, you would stop talking to whoever you was talking to in the hood and take your kid, walk her around the block from Baytree, Niggertown, and back to Baytree every day. We can't let those types of stories just go in the wind. I understand you trying to change, brother, but you can't leave your past behind because your past is what made you this amazing brother that you are today. Right. So, far as this podcast, I love it though.
I love it. You killed me.
You broke it on down?
Yeah. Well,
But
Boogie.
that's
Oh, sorry.
Okay,
the
so-
value
so-
of a listener, though.
Yeah, go ahead.
That's how you can tell. That's
love
the
the
value
show.
of a true listener.
Right, right.
And every time I talk to him, man, him and his wife, I appreciate them for listening and indulging in, because he ain't lying, bro. Every time they listen to a podcast, he'll call me like, bro, I listened to the new episode, this, that, and the third, this is what happened, bro. But I ain't like this, bro. But bro killed this, bro. Like every time, like every podcast, bro.
Okay, so are y'all gonna listen? Because we've been telling y'all to talk the whole time.
We have.
Right.
We have.
I mean,
Okay. Yeah.
all right. So what about the women, bro? What about the women? What about the women?
Nah, they be killing it. I really, they kill it. Key, you speak on the women.
Yeah.
They kill it.
Okay.
Because I agree. I'd be like, yeah.
She like me, see? She like me. She don't say much. She don't say much. Them 3 words. You know what I'm saying?
The women kill
That's
it.
it. That's it, man. All right, so we gonna we just killed that. So we gonna move along, right? Is wearing the ring a must?
I got a little cleaning machine, and I learned that I left the jewelry in for too long. It not only messed up one of my gold rings, it messed up my little diamond ring, and 2 of the diamonds fell out of it. So,
No word.
but I got tatted. She like stamped me. So even when I'm with a ring, I'm still wearing a ring.
Yeah.
But it's a must for her, my nigga.
Okay. So just say she leave it accidentally
Why
at
is
the
it
crib.
off?
Maybe she didn't want to sleep in it. She was putting lotion on.
So you would have an issue if she left it at the crib, just running to the store or something, and she left it.
Brother, I'm trying to tell you. You better hope your sister don't leave that ring behind. It's gonna be problems, my nigga. Big problems.
No, I wear it all the time. But it's been it'll have been times like I wash his hair or do his hair or something, and like the rest of that day, like I forget to put it back on. He ain't upset because I wear it all the time.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
It's not really because I've heard a story like one of my friends lost their ring when they took it off to put on lotion. So I get real nervous. I keep it on.
Yeah.
Sis, we ain't say your name, so
Yeah.
don't trip.
You know what I'm saying? So I just keep it on. Yeah.
So how do you feel then? Because he doesn't have his on. Like, how does that make you feel? Since he said you have to have yours, and he doesn't have like his actual band on.
Good question.
Because he has a tattoo, so it's fine.
So okay.
Yeah, it's just like it's always on.
Yeah, the bartenders,
Pretty
they
much,
see it. You know what I mean? They go, you
Yeah.
married. Strippers see it.
There you go.
She branded me.
All right, so moving on. The next topic is about gender roles and finances. Are gender roles important in a relationship? If why, describe each of your roles in a relationship. How did you? Damn.
You say how we get to that point, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, go ahead. Go ahead, Keira. Go ahead.
I was just not like in the traditional sense. I don't think gender roles for us are the same because it's like, I mean, at the end of the day, you are the protector of the house. Like you killing all the bugs. You going to the door if something crazy is happening. Like, but as far as like cooking, cleaning, we share both of those loads. So
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no question. It's crazy we were having a conversation last night. Back to previous episode. Baby girl said, wife, I'm doing my wife duties, and I respected it. And I really was curious. I asked my wife, I said, what is wife duties and what's husband do? I really don't know. I wasn't really trying to be funny. And my wife was with me. She like, I don't know. But we with our sister, that was last night, right? Mm-hmm. And she's saying wife roles is to cook, clean, because the husband doing more work. And I said, but what if the table's turning, you doing more work? Do you still cook and clean, or do he pick it up? So I really don't look at cooking, cleaning as a wife duty anymore. Again, that's passe. I look at it more so like we got to find back to what we talking about earlier, balance. So I might put that thing in the washing machine. I might put that thing in the dryer. You feel what I'm talking about? Can you fold them clothes? I'm terrible at folding. I might put them things in the dishwasher. You know what I mean? If you working more this week, if I'm working more this week, baby girl, I need you to hold that down for me. Right. It ain't really like because you a woman, you supposed to do that anymore. Because I'm a man and I know how to cook too. Mm-hmm. Sometimes I can cook better. I was raised by a woman. I know how to clean extremely well. Mm-hmm. Everybody that was raised in Bay Tree mamas know, like, they know how to clean up. They house smell. Facts. I ain't even got to go into detail. You feel me? Already. So we know how to do that, and I'm not about to like minimize my abilities because I'm a man. I'm a man because I'm secure enough in who I am to put my pride to the side and throw some clothes in a washing machine if need be. You know what I mean?
That's good.
Yeah, straight up. Oh, you said finances too?
Yeah, joint accounts versus single
Oh man,
accounts.
we been had that. We been had that from probably the second, third year we was together.
Yeah. We created a joint account because we were joining a gym membership, and they were
And
like,
that's where it started from, right?
yeah, like they were like, if you join the membership, you got a single account, y'all get a discount, and that's just kind of just started from there.
They're all up in your business.
Yeah,
That's crazy. All right, so 50-50 household. Y'all do everything 50-50 or what?
Everything in the bank. Everything in the bank. Like I'm heavy. You know what I mean? But my wife heavy.
Hey,
Life
that's
for real, like she heavy. Like, you true what I'm talking about. Like, so I don't even know how we supposed to do this thing. It's all in one.
Yeah.
So whatever come out. Whatever stay in. You heard me? So that's how we playing the game.
So with that, do you guys have discussions about like the spending since it's coming from one pot, or like it's just you do your thing and you do your thing?
So he is really great with the budget, and I am not. So that's kind of where it comes into play. Like he helps manage the budget because I will spend like there's no tomorrow. So that's kind of like he just helps manage on that. He helps manage on that aspect.
Mm-hmm.
Like he helps keep things like in consideration. Tomorrow we saving for this, so we got to save for that. But other than that, big purchases. Yeah, big purchases we'll sit and talk about.
No question.
Mm-hmm.
Small stuff, no. But
Okay.
yeah,
So you're the spender and he's the saver.
it depends. It depends on what we spending and saving
Yeah,
on.
'cause-
Okay.
Yeah.
As you said, sister, speaking
Going
to
to
the
these
mic.
restaurants, man. I told him I had to get a part-time job to go out with him.
She rich, y'all. Don't let her like Nico, Casa, Kiana, they all rich. They trying to front on this podcast.
Speaking into existence.
Crystal,
Appreciate
his whole team. Stop
Nah,
front.
don't do that,
Let's
man.
get it though.
It's crazy. All right, so should you think a husband should be the number one provider?
Yeah, I mean, like in like a maybe not the traditional. Maybe it's not like necessarily not just finances, but like head of household. Like I have a very strong personality, so I need somebody who's stronger than me,
Right.
and like to help lead and guide. So yeah, definitely has to be the head
That's
of household,
good.
like a level-headed, not
Right.
just going off of emotion, like actually making sense.
Yeah.
yeah.
And
That's
I
good.
want to reiterate how heavy she is, right? But that never deterred me from being who I am. You true what I'm saying? I think a lot of men might get intimidated from somebody that, again, bro, you know what I mean, get to it. Like every time I get to it and get to it more, she like, it seems like she get to it more just to be funny. Like, I don't know what's going on right now, but you know what I mean? But it's still in all, that got nothing to do with the dynamic of the relationship.
Right.
Because I never look at, money or any materialistic items being the determining factor on who the leader of the household. It's about the wisdom. It's about the experience. And what I mean is when people say 50-50, I think they got it misconstrued on what 50-50 mean. They think like, yo, it's not just cut down the middle. I say this and you say that, so we broken even. No. It's a 50-50 opportunity on who can lead the house. So if you got experiences on education, we're going to be fair and say, okay, you lead this path. If I got more experience in budgeting money, I lead the path. You get what I'm talking about? If I got more experiences with dealing with snakes, I lead the path. You know what I'm talking about? Like, we don't need to be dealing with the pride issues on thinking we about to sit here and stay at the fork in the road. Dog, I got more experience. Fall back. And when you got more experience, you need to tell me, dog, you fall back. And you lead the way. You hear me? Yeah.
So, would you mind if she was a stay-at-home spouse?
She'll never be a good enough stay-at-home spouse for me, my nigga.
Yeah.
Explain that.
Because I think I think a woman lose respect when she stay at home and the man bring all the money because you don't have no room to be able to complain. You don't do anything. Fuck you complaining about?
Whoa. So even if she was at home,
what's going on here? You chilling all day. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm out here thugging. I'm going in 10 hours, 12 hours a day. You don't know, I won't even tell you the risk that I'm taking. What are you complaining about? Why these clothes ain't folded right? Why my food not cooked to the T? And I don't never want to put my wife in that position. So I say, hey, baby, you need at minimum work 2 days a week. Just bring something. Yeah. You trill what I'm saying? So, pardon me. So you can stand on, nigga, I bring something to the table too. I never want my wife not to bring anything because I need you to stand on, I bring bacon as well. Don't ever be that woman that's too much. Matter of fact, absolutely dependent on a man. Never. I tell any woman that I love or any woman that's listening right now, never be somebody that's 100% dependent on a man financially. Make sure you go get your own, bring something to the table, just because if he gets smart with his mouth, you can say, you know what, dog, you got me fucked up. Because any other than that, if you get too accustomed to just being somebody that's dependent on a man, you're going to forget how to hustle. You're going to forget how to go get it. What's up, kid?
Okay, so
let's talk about it.
You already knew I was coming. So at some point, if kids come into the picture, she may be working harder than you managing these kids, making sure the house stay clean, cooking, doing all of this stuff. So at some point, she could possibly be staying at home, even if it's for a short period of time. What do you mean she wouldn't have a say-so?
Man, this is an easy kill. That's the best you got for me.
Yeah, that's the best I got for you right now. So you better come quick. Like,
I truly believe that applies when a child probably like 1 to 3.
1 to 3?
Yes, ma'am. Like literally 0 to 3. Because when she get into daycare, and then she go to, the pre, and then she go to kindergarten, dog, you're not doing it. You don't have anybody to worry about from 8 to like 4 p.m. Once the house is clean, all you got to do for the rest of the week is straighten it up. You don't have to completely detail the crib every day. Okay. So that may take 30 minutes. You take the kids to the school after cooking breakfast for 30 minutes, take them to the school, you come back to the crib, you're chilling until 3:30 or 4. You go pick them up, and then you go back to work for about 2 hours. Meaning you go help them with their homework, you going to get the dinner ready, and then they laying down at 7:30 or 8. Dog, you worked maybe 4 hours. Okay. What are you complaining about?
Okay, so from 0 to 5, the kid is 5 years old. Yeah. So she could be a stay-at-home mom, and you couldn't come in the house saying that.
We can't come in the crib at that age group and say anything.
Okay.
But once you drop the kid off at kindergarten, I don't want to hear nothing. If you not bringing nothing to the table.
So you don't think if she stay at home and she's still cooking and she making sure everything's straight for you, she can't say nothing?
Dog, I do that on my own in 30 minutes to an hour. So you can't really talk to a man like me. If I want somebody that can't cook nor clean, then maybe you can get that off. But my wife will tell you that man know how to cook and clean.
You ain't doing it though. She doing it.
Yes, I do. What?
I'm saying, and this is if she's a stay at home wife, she's doing that. So you don't respect that job?
No, because it took an hour. Like, what am I missing here? It literally take an
hour though.
To cook or clean, it take an hour. I can cook y'all right now 10 pancakes, scrambled eggs with cheese. Like, I swear to God, y'all, and not break a switch. I promise you. And I can make sure the dishes I use when I'm done gonna be clean.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I promise you. This is not hard. The food cook itself. What are we talking about?
Okay, Crystal, what you got to say about that? Because
only thing I got to say about it, and that's why you her husband. Shit, that's all I got to say. You her husband. That mouth right there.
Hey,
that's all I got to say.
That real though.
Yeah.
So like, what I don't even understand what that mean though. What you mean by that mouth? Did I lie?
No.
Because how long it take to cook and clean? The crib is clean. The crib is clean. Literally meaning you just got to make
Look,
up.
but this the thing. Just because you could do all that shit in an hour,
Yes,
and a
ma'am.
half,
Yes, ma'am.
it might take me 3-4 hours.
That mean you lazy.
No, it don't.
Let's talk about it.
No, it
You heard
don't.
me.
No, it don't. It depends on the household. It depends on the kids. What's going on? You thinking about okay?
If I can do it in
Hold
an
on,
hour.
hold on. Wait a minute.
Yes,
You
ma'am.
thinking
Yes,
about
ma'am. Yes,
her
ma'am.
getting the kids up, getting ready?
Yes, ma'am.
You think that shit is a breeze? I'm
It's
gonna
not.
tell you now.
I
It's
didn't,
not.
I didn't say it was
It's
a
not.
breeze. I never
Okay?
said that. I never said
We cooking
that.
breakfast. We getting these kids off to school. Yeah, we dropping them off. I'm coming home. I'm cleaning, washing clothes, doing whatever. If your kids have activities outside of school, you ripping and running all the way. Sometimes 9:30, 10 o'clock at night. It ain't no always they in the bed at 8:30.
If a kid's sick,
Dog.
then volunteering at school, making sure they got what they
Hey,
need.
dog,
Then
kids-
the kids
kids-
coming home,
kids
helping them
sick.
with their homework.
3 times a year.
You a lie.
Let's get that understood. You heard me? But listen, you know I'm messing with you, right?
No, I'm just saying.
But
that's why
you had a
you
great
her
response. No, can I respond to you though?
Yeah, you can respond.
Because I want to, it's respect, right?
Yeah.
All right. So what I'm trying to say is, you're right. I think you can cook, right?
Yeah.
You know how to put that food on that stove, and while it's cooking, go into that bedroom and say, get your ass up. Am I correct?
Mm-hmm.
So that means that's 2 birds with 1 stone. Correct?
Yeah.
That's still 1 hour.
Stuck on the hour, boy.
I ain't even finished yet. Y'all ready? You drop them kids off. Because the kids, they live in the proximity. They not living 45 minutes from here. They probably within 10 minutes. You drop them off. Knowing
Drop
you,
'em
that
off.
crib detail. So all you got to do is fix the kids' bed. And you probably told your kids to pick them toys up. I know you. You seem like you don't play with it. So them kids gonna already clean up, and you just got to fix the bed and straighten up the pillows. Am I right? Miss Lady, am I right?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So that's 30 minutes. You have now worked an hour and 30 minutes. And then when you pick them up, you said they got after school activities. You not running around.
How they getting there? How they getting there?
You literally.
How are they getting there? They don't drive.
Yes,
We're
ma'am.
talking about somebody that's in kindergarten.
First of all, when they usually got after school activities, is at the school.
No, not these days.
Okay, so it's 10 minutes away.
No, not these. Not
Some
no.
days, some days
How
it's
far?
further.
It could be far.
No,
You can have a
We're
child.
not talking about that. We're not talking about stop.
Okay,
Stop.
okay.
Don't say
It could be anything.
30 minutes.
30
Okay,
minutes
30
to an
minutes.
hour. Well, you got to remember, we
I
talking
give
about
you an
4:35
hour.
o'clock traffic.
I give you an hour and a half. I don't
No.
care.
Let me let you talk. Go ahead, finish.
You
Go
had
ahead.
2.5 hours now.
Okay, go ahead.
And then the kids are running around. Then you bring them home when there's no more traffic. So that's 30 minutes. You have worked 30 minutes today. My bad, you cooked. That took an hour.
Go ahead.
You have worked 4 hours. You have a part-time job where you spending time with your beautiful kids. And you don't have to worry about finances or nothing. Just help my kids for 4 hours a day. Shorty, what are you complaining about?
Okay, and let me shut you down with 2 things.
Yes, ma'am.
Summertime, kids ain't in school. Second, are you a parent?
I got 18 kids.
Are you a parent? Are you a
I
parent?
got 18 kids now. What?
No, you a parent? Are you a parent?
I think you already know that I'm not, so you trying to cheat.
So once you and Keira have kids, we'll come back and revisit.
No.
the conversation.
Can I respond to you? My wife may agree to you, but me as a man, this is what I'm trying to tell you.
And this is what I'm trying to tell you. That's why you're her husband.
No, hey, sis, you're right. That was great. But what I'm trying to tell you is, as a man, I'm trying to tell you, a man not gonna respect any woman complaining, just sitting at the house doing stuff that somebody would do for free. A man any day will trade what they can do, if they would trade what they do to do what stay at home mom do if they wasn't ridiculed for it. That's beautiful to wake up with your kids, cook them food, take them to school, pick them up, take them to basketball practice, help them shoot their jumper, read to them, put them to sleep. That is like a gift from the Creator. If I can do it and you don't diminish me as a man, but we don't do it because we're men. So what I'm trying to tell you is knowing the benefit of doing that. When a woman get that, dog, don't complain. I have blessed you with something that people usually can't do till they retired. This is what grandmas do when they retire. This is what people pray to do. And I gave you that ability and you tripping?
No.
You know what I mean? You don't.
All I gotta say is that's why you're her husband. Cause my husband, what you just said
is real.
He real. But I wish he would. If I was a stay-at-home mom, I wish he would walk through the door and tell me I have nothing to complain about.
What do you have to complain about?
I don't give a what I don't care if I'm in the bed all 8 hours of the day. I wish you would come home and tell me. But I know he's not that type of person. He's not gonna do that.
Did you? I'm about to pass because Kiana want to ask you something, Key. But I wanted it to be noted and documented. This woman just said, Chris' wife, pardon me, just said, if I don't give a f, if I'm in the bed for 8 hours of the day, don't say nothing to me.
But you can't complain. Like you can't tell me I have nothing to complain about. I wouldn't even say that
What
to
do
my
you have
husband
to complain?
if he stayed at
But
home
what
all
do you
day.
mean she wouldn't have anything to complain about?
Can
though?
you give me an idea of what you got to complain about when you was with the beautiful kids for 4 hours out the day?
Let me tell
I
you
want
something.
the
Kids are
beautiful kids.
They beautiful.
I think at the end of the day, I get what you saying on a physical load, but I mean we do got to take into consideration
What?
the mental stress that
Yes.
your partner may have.
Yes.
Nigga, what?
No, because listen.
I mean, honestly, let's be honest, bro. Like, even though you taking care of those things, it's still other things that you got to be attentive to with your wife, bro. Like, I get your point. I get your point.
Yo,
How you feel about that, Mr.
But
Keira?
that's
We need to see her
that's
perspective.
one side of everything.
Yeah.
Go
How
ahead,
you
Nate.
feel
That's
about
One
that?
side.
Yeah.
Do you agree?
I know. I think
That's what.
one, we don't have any yet, but me being the oldest, the mental load is a lot.
Yes.
Like you have to deal with personalities on a daily. That is a lot.
Hey,
like
bro.
having to just deal with the personalities. So I'm gonna complain. Like no matter, I'm gonna find something to complain about. But at the same time, I feel like I understand. Like we both, like you may come home from work and complain, and then you gonna come home and hear something I had to complain about what the kids did. I think it's just it's the same either way. It's still a job.
Yeah.
going back.
Yeah.
Listen, going back to what you said earlier.
what's up, Kazel?
When you gave the keyword balance.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's go back to that. So yeah, she taking care of all the physical thing. I get it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it shouldn't be a lot of complaining, but we can't rule out all of it.
Okay, it sounds like I'm speaking.
Well, there's a difference
absolutes.
between complaining and nagging.
We can't
Let's
rule
get
out
it.
all of it. It's gotta be because I mean you still gotta come home and you still gotta be attentive to different areas of the
Right.
relationship.
Hey, yo,
Right.
I'm about to. Hey, yo, listen. If the kid complain about, if you complain about the kid ain't got good grades, then why you in here talking to me and not reading them a book and make sure they doing
We ain't
their
talking
homework?
about the kids.
No.
talking
I'm
about
getting down what a woman could complain about. If you complaining about the kids ain't cleaning up, then why, with all this time you got, you ain't making sure they get it right? But don't worry about that. Let me get back to the dogs. Listen, my brother out here thugging 8 hours to 10 hours a day. Legally. We ain't even talking about the risk he took illegally. I'm out here doing what I does. Hey, yo. So when I come home, I'm telling you, you in no position to complain when you are a dentist. And you sat down for 7 hours.
Yo,
One second. So you don't see. Hold on, bro. Like you
I ain't
don't
even
see.
finished. I ain't even finished.
Go
You ain't got it.
I ain't even finished.
Go ahead.
You in no yo, if I'm out here thugging and taking risks and trying to hustle for 10 hours out the day, again, you don't even know what I'm going through. And I come home and you was literally with our kids for 3 hours. You know I'm gonna spend time with him because I'm not about to be a father that's doing what he doing and not spend time with him. So I'm still gonna do what I'm gonna do. What are you complaining about is my question. Nobody has told me that answer.
So
Just
in your,
give me an
in
example.
your,
Just give me an example of what
hold
they're
on,
complaining
but
about.
listen,
Okay.
answer this question. So in your head, you don't think it should be no room for complaining at all.
Bro, I think it's heaven for me to
At
be
all.
able to spend. Hey, yo, if Keon and Pistol say, man, spend 3 hours a day with my daughters, I think that's a blessing. If I don't have to worry about bills, I don't have to worry about car payment, mortgage, light, groceries, none of that stuff. They say, yo, 3 hours a day, just do this. I think I got the best job in the world.
That's,
But
I mean,
you-
that's your breakdown of how things are gonna go.
Right.
Let's be
That's
honest, bro.
fairy
Let's
tale.
be honest of the times we in.
The kids, you act like the kids are just.
Right.
Right.
Let's
And
be
then you
honest.
It's
What?
easier for you to say that because you don't have
No,
kids.
see, that's where you don't know me at, because I work with kids that actually bust their gun and shot at people when they were 13 years old.
That's
and I got,
all-
please, let me finish. Let
Go
me
ahead,
finish.
go ahead, bro.
I dealt with them 8 hours out the day and got paid minimum wage. I dealt with little girls that was messing with boys, and they came to me and crying because they figuring out, why did I let him take my virginity, and he did me the way he did me. But yet I found relief in trying to help these kids getting paid minimum wage.
That's understandable, but what about the parents that took those loads? Yeah, you spend time with them, but I'm saying, what about the people who had to come home to nurture these kids, to try to, that got to deal with these kids every day on the hour? I understand what you saying.
For 3 hours.
I understand what you saying, bro. But listen, when you really have the kids, bro, and you really spend this time, and I'm talking about, like, bro, as a single father, my nigga, I raised my sons, did everything, and worked, my nigga, and paid all the bills and did everything. Hold on.
You cheating.
We
ain't talking about that. You cheating.
Nah, that ain't cheating, nigga. I'm trying to paint the reality of what you trying to paint, because you giving an estimate, but I'm talking about
A
reality
single
here.
father ain't what I'm talking
No,
about.
but listen, but I can give you the narrative. I can give you the hours, nigga, of what it take.
As a single father.
It don't matter.
No,
We
I'm
talking
asking you a
about taking
question so I
care
can
of the
understand
kids. Even from my mama perspective. What you say earlier, your mama raised you.
Single mother.
Single mother here. Did everything, nigga.
Single
Cut
mother too,
grass. Did everything. But listen, it's a different time, bro. Like, it's a different time. Listen, even what she's saying about the activities. My nigga, some of these activities, 30 minutes away, take 15 minutes. What? That shit don't take none of, hold on. We talking about somebody who experienced in it, bro.
Listen.
We talking about somebody who experienced in it, who done did it with two of them, two boys.
As a single father.
Even if it was a mother, it's the same perspective. You saying it take X, Y, and Z time to do this and that. It don't matter if it was a male or female. The objective is still the same.
As a single parent.
But you saying a stay-at-home mom is a single parent?
No,
pretty
no,
much,
y'all got me
until you
misconstrued.
get home.
I'm gonna give you another example so we can take it off the parent. I believe anybody that's on Section 8 and get all their bills paid should never be sad.
What?
I will explain. It's crazy. I will tell you. No, let me give you a sample. If I'm at the crib all day, my bills get paid, my lights get paid, now I'm literally at the crib all day. What are you mad about?
All right, so you said that. So what about the hundreds of motherfuckers in the hood? Excuse my language. The hundreds of people in the hood, my nigga, that's stressed out and they still on sex. They still getting all that.
And I'm gonna tell you why.
They got hold on. They getting $600 worth of food stamps. They getting their rent paid for free. My nigga, what about all those people? We come from that,
and that's what I'm about to speak
We
to.
come from that. So
you talking to the wrong individual. That's where
Nah.
you going. That's where you lose at.
Nah.
Because I come
It
from
ain't
a place.
about losing.
Watch this. No, it is because I come from a place where 3 generations have been in the same apartment neighborhood because it was a free living. And I'm not gonna say any names, but the mama been there, the son been there, the son done had kids, and the kids done
Bro,
been there.
we know.
No.
I know that. We know dozens of
You
people
can't
like
do
that.
that. Let me finish, please, brother.
Go ahead.
What I'm trying to tell you is, with that being said, it's no reason for you to not be working, not having to worry about bills, and still complain. What you doing to minimizing the individuals that hustle every day, that figure out a way to pay their bills. Please don't cut me off. That got to sit here and worry about budgeting. But yet and still, they got to make sure their mental is good. They got 3 hours out the day to decompress, spend time with their other half, spend time with their kids, go to sleep, and get ready for work in the morning. You trying to say that equates to somebody that's literally at the house every day?
That's not what I said.
No, please let me finish, bro.
That's not what I
Let me
said.
finish. Let me finish. Because I take this to my heart because I remember my mother as a young woman wrote in the newspaper for Fuquay and said, y'all keep talking about deadbeat daddies, but what about deadbeat mamas? So I'm coming from I'm bred from a woman that said, I'm not going to make no excuses. I'm going to get it done. So when I see a person that can live the life that my mama started to live at the old age of 62, but you can get that at 30, what the f*** are you complaining about when the person that's taking care of you is the one that's taking all the risks, hustling, hurting their lower back, tired, not getting adequate amount of sleep, nor can they spend an adequate amount of time with their child? What are you complaining about?
That part I agree with. We come from the same. My mama did the same thing, brother.
Yes,
that's not what I'm saying. Now I agree with that part. If you getting all these benefits and you doing absolutely nothing with your day to accommodate for anything, yeah, I understand that. We talking about a stay-at-home wife.
Yes, sir.
I'm talking about belittling
I didn't belittle.
aspect. But it's kind of.
I said recognize your blessing.
That's understandable. I'm talking about recognizing the areas where there could be complaint. I'm just saying you can't sit here and say it should be no complaining at all. You can't say that, bro.
Pardon me for speaking the absolute.
That's just like a person. That's just like a person who's rich, got nigga. You a millionaire. So you think just because a nigga is a millionaire, there's no room for complaining?
Again, pardon me from speaking the absolutes, but what I'm trying to tell you is, what I'm trying to tell you is, yes, you can complain because I might fall down the steps and sprain my ankle. The kid gets back talked me and got on my nerves today. I understand that. Don't get it misconstrued. We're going to speak about that.
That was all I was saying.
Yeah, we're going to have
that's all
those
I was saying.
Instances. I don't want that to get like.
That's all I was saying though, bro.
Yeah,
I wasn't even trying to get. That's all I was saying the whole time.
Right.
It's gonna be room for some complaining. You can't necessarily say it should be no complaining at all. Cause there's some people that came up with a silver spoon. They still complain.
Right.
They still complain. You got people committing suicide and they got the life that we striving for.
Exactly. That's true. That's true.
I mean, let's be honest here.
Yes, good conversation. Agree to disagree.
Yeah, but like I said, I understand exactly where you coming from, though. I get exactly where you coming from, and just like Chris said, like we look at people and we think that, dang, they got the life that I want. What are they complaining about? But I promise you, life is not as easy as it is. It's like as it may seem. And I was a single mom. And at one point in my life, the girls, I was on like not really Section 8. I got a check and I was able to pay my rent up for 2 months, and I stayed at home with the kids while they were 6 to 8 weeks. And during that time, the girls got RSV. They had to be on a breathing machine. I was putting them on the breathing machine every 2 hours. Like, I get what you're saying, but life can happen, like, cause life be lifing, right? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And where it seems like, oh, this is only a 2-hour day, turns into a 24-hour day. You staying up all night when that baby crying, you getting up out your sleep, and yeah, you could think that what do you have to complain about because I'm getting up going to work, but she ain't slept, and you was able to sleep 8 hours, and she ain't slept but 2. You get what I'm saying? Yes, so I get what you're saying, but it is also, that's like in a perfect world, what you talking about. And like in a perfect world.
And this is why I be mad at Pistol. Because I'm talking about a brother that was in and out of prison. Then when he came home, that brother worked planting trees, redoing people's yards, started his own business, physically worked every day, 5 days a week, would still come home for his wife Kiana and do their own yard. That brother didn't complain. He thanked the creator for having the opportunity to make money legally. So I'm coming from a perspective from somebody that actually came from nothing. So when I sit back, and I was a brother that worked not a 9 to 5. I go in there at 6 in the morning, not get off till 7 p.m., standing on his feet the whole time. I don't understand how somebody can be at a crib and complain. I'm sorry. It would never resonate with a man like me. I really come from nothing. When my wife complained, I'm telling you, shorty, you remember where you come from? Don't ever get it misconstrued, because sometimes when we improve, we forget where we started from. We just start comparing ourselves around our new contemporaries. And by doing that, you're doing a disservice from where you started at. So if somebody come from where I come from, and then you had the liberty of chilling at the crib in a beautiful crib with beautiful kids, and your job is to help these kids be great, don't complain, baby. This is a blessing.
So what you saying is basically just stay humble. That makes more sense. Not don't
I'm
complain,
speaking
but
from
just,
somebody from
like
nothing.
stay humble.
And I apologize if you're not from nothing and it doesn't connect
Oh,
with
no.
you. I apologize.
No.
You know what I mean? Whoever you are that's listening. But if you're from nothing, you understand what I'm saying. When you done seen your mama working 2 jobs, working at a gas station that possibly can get robbed. When you see her complaining about her feet swelling. When you see your daddy can't sustain a job because he out here trying to do other things. When you see your homeboy can't get a job because he's a felon. So for somebody that had the benefit to chill, but yet dedicate their life to something they pushed out of their own body, and make sure they have a better future than you had in your past, I think is a blessing.
Right.
Pardon me
definitely a blessing.
if
It
you
is a
think
blessing.
I got a messed up, skewed point of view on life. Pardon me and forgive me. But I'm coming from nothing where these mamas that I know had nothing. And they would have gave everything they had to have that life. My bad.
Right. No.
Yeah,
I
different point of view.
I
Yeah, everybody got a
definitely.
different point of view.
Yeah, I
I mean,
definitely.
it's a privilege to be a
It
stay-at-home.
is.
Yeah, it is
spouse.
a privilege
Yeah.
to be a stay-at-home mom. I wish I could. That would be my only job, just running
That's-
around after these
What
kids.
you speaking
Like,
on, bro? That's grateful.
Yeah.
That's being grateful for. That's just being grateful.
just staying
That's all.
humble.
You know what I'm saying?
That's why I say test
get
me
it.
out. See how I do.
Yeah,
That's my dog.
yeah,
Great conversation, man. Great conversation.
yeah. That was good.
Thank y'all for tuning in to part 1 of the Fresh Perspectives with the Cameras. Part 2 will be out next Friday. Thank y'all for listening. And if you haven't already, tune in, check in, subscribe to all our channels. We're on all platforms. Once again, thank y'all to all our listeners. See you.